The mind is such a junkyard. It remembers candy bars, but not the Gettysburg Address, Frank Sinatra's middle name, but not the day your best friend died. I have 4 really beautiful poems to share with you on today's Library Hall. All right, it's a poetry day today on Library Hall, and I have 4 poems that I feel like kind of reflect modern life, let's say, and just the mystery of it, the puzzlement of it, and the spiritual element of it. And the first one I want to read to you is called 25 by Rod McEwen. Where were we when the coming of rain made us turn from the conversation to the window? In mustard fields, maybe, or the love jungle. And as we talked, we were with others, not ourselves. I was thinking of old birthdays and holidays gone wrong, and pretty people seen on streetcars but never met. Selling soda bottles to pay for movie matinees. I was 12. Tarzan was the man I most resembled in those days. How can I have grown so old without once swinging on a vine? Did you think of party dresses and high school plays or hallways full of lovers not yet met? The mind is such a junkyard. It remembers candy bars, but not the Gettysburg Address, Frank Sinatra's middle name, but not the day your best friend died. If in your mind there is some corner not yet occupied with numbers you may never need, remind your memory of the day we turned to watch the rain and turning back forgot that we belonged to one another. Isn't that beautiful? 25 by Rod McEwen. Oh, I love that. Doesn't that just capture how we are usually not present with the people that we love, right? And how if we really don't wake up, time just passes. It's amazing. Beautiful poem. Okay, next up is a poem called As I Wander Lonely in the Cloud. This is by Harriet Mullen. Smart machines armed with proprietary algorithms remain attentive to my wishes. They use a little-known mysterious mental faculty to anticipate my urges. Ingenious applications of intelligence solve the problem of desire. By now, their ability seems less arcane, considering how my aspirations may be formulated to coincide with goods and services of advertisers and providers whose product lines cohabit in the cloud with the history of all my searches as I browse, added to the sum of my mediated sociality. The cloud's vast, expanding, and indefinite memory stores all the information I create in my interlinked communications, including what I'm writing to you now. As on my couch, I multitask in pensive mood, opening my mail to find a discount coupon reminding me that nothing says spring like daffodils. Oh, wow. I love this because everybody has, well, most people have noticed by now, right? That I think our phones are listening to us or something because you talk about something and then suddenly you get advertisements for it, right? It's kind of creepy. But I love how she ends this. It's such a, it's so sad, right? And yet it's, nothing says spring like daffodils. I mean, it's a truth, right? Daffodils are beautiful. So it's a beautiful image, but the irony that it's coming from, right? Like this sort of endless marketing machine that is aimed at basically brainwashing us into buying what they want us to buy, right? I think it's so cool. Such a great poem. Harriet Mullen, As I Wander Lonely in the Cloud. So good. All right, the next one is called Walls. And this is by Oswald Mboyeseni Michali. I'm so sorry, Oswald. I think I've just totally butchered your name. But he wrote a poem called Walls. Man is a great wall builder, the Berlin Wall, the Wailing Wall of Jerusalem. But the wall most impregnable has a moat flowing with fright around his heart, a wall without windows for the spirit to breeze through, a wall without a door for love to walk in. He wrote that in 1971. I just love that. We have the technology to build the most amazing buildings, walls, right? All this technology. But the most impregnable wall is our heart with a moat full of fright around it. I just thought that was such a beautiful analogy, beautiful imagery. I love that. All right, the last poem I want to read to you in this little series of poems I've picked out that I so hope you're enjoying. This is a poem by Rumi, and I love Rumi. I love, love, love Rumi. And this is called Isn't That Something? And yes, okay, I'll just read it. Isn't that something? I like when the music happens like this. Something in his eye grabs hold of a tambourine in me. Then I turn and lift a violin in someone else. And they turn, and this turning continues. It has reached you now. Isn't that something? Oh, I love that one. And the his, when he says something in his eye grabs hold of a tambourine in me, his is capitalized. So it's meaning God. I like when the music happens like this. Something in his eye grabs hold of a tambourine in me. Then I turn and lift a violin in someone else. And they turn, and this turning continues. It has reached you now. Isn't that something? I mean, I just love that. And I love to end on that note because it's such a hopeful note that we are all connected and there is so much beauty in us and between us, and that we can create that and spread that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of poems, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time on Library Hall. Hey there! If you liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. To support us, please use the links in the video description. To purchase the featured books. Thanks for watching!